Hello YouTube, Kodandi here. Sort of in light of everything that's going on with my guru, I wanted to talk a little bit more about my experience of the guru, like the Hindu tradition of Guru Shishya, and also get into one of the texts, one of the traditional ancient Hindu texts that outlines who a guru is, what a guru does, how to know a guru, and how to work with a guru, how to relate to a guru. And it's called the Guru Gita. It is a very short read. It's, I think like 200 verses or so, available in translation in English or whatever other language you might want it translated in. It's very popular. When I tell people that I'm a sannyasi, that I'm a Hindu monastic, and that I follow a guru in India, I get all kinds of responses. I'm out in Oakland, I'm out in Berkeley, I'm out in San Francisco, and people see me and they notice I get a lot of attention because of my long locks, and also because I wear bright orange, and I've got like rudrakshas and the bindi and all this stuff. People notice me, and some people recognize me as being a religious person, and some people are just like, hey, cool hair, wow, pretty dress. So I talk to a lot of people, and a lot of these people, like there's a generation of people still around, still hanging around Oakland, Berkeley, and San Francisco, that when I meet them, they're like, oh, yeah, I used to follow Ramana Maharishi in, the 60s and the 70s. And, I used to live at the Krishna ashram. And, I went to India and saw Sai Baba, had his darshan. And, I go to Guru Mai's ashram out in Berkeley, or, Self-Realization Fellowship, or the Paramahamsa Yogananda group, I don't remember what it's called, and all these different things. I hear from a lot of people that have experience with the various gurus and traditions that came to the West. I also encounter people that when they hear the word guru, they just like, I don't know what happens. Really, I get some really interesting responses, and I meet some really interesting people. San Francisco, I've encountered people that remember Jim Jones and went to the People's Temple in San Francisco. I've run into people that went to see, what's his name? Stephen Gaskin, who started the farm in Tennessee, and thought of him as a guru. I've encountered businesses that give their employees the title guru, right? Like, I went into this office to get some help, and I was told I was going to meet with their gurus, and I was not happy about that. Don't worry. Just because we in the West are new to experiencing this Guru Shishya tradition, it doesn't mean that we can't learn. And it doesn't mean that this information is not available. A lot of people go to gurus for a lot of different reasons. Western people, Asian people, all types of people. That they want a guru, they want to go see a guru. Sometimes because they just want some life advice. Sometimes they just want a blessing. Sometimes they just want to have some peace of mind or feel good about whatever, want to feel better about themselves and their lives, and are not interested in mysticism and enlightenment and all of this stuff. So you'll encounter a lot of people that follow gurus just for kind of the feel-good thing, and that's fine. That is totally fine. If that's all you want, then great. And a lot of gurus offer that. A lot of gurus in India, a lot of gurus that come to the West offer that. But there are also gurus who, working to bring enlightenment to the world. My guru, Bhagavan Sri Nityananda Paramashivam, is one of those. And when I read the Guru Gita, when I read the ancient Hindu text, did not come from my guru, came from like ancient times. Comes from one of the older Vedas or Puranas. I don't know. You can look it up. It's all here. I'm looking at it right now. Come on, Smudge. What do you want? The noise that you hear when you hear a kitten noise is Smudge. Sorry, baby. And so the Guru Gita is a text where Devi is asking Shiva, tell me about the Guru. Who's the Guru? How do I know the Guru? What's up with the Guru? For the embodied soul, knowledge of the self is veiled by a false perception of the world born of ignorance. The one whose light self-realization arises is known by the name Guru. Gu is the symbol for darkness. Ru, the remover of darkness. The Guru is supreme knowledge indeed, the swallower of darkness. Gu is the symbol for ignorance, born of misperception. Ru is the supreme knowledge that destroys ignorance. Thus, the feet of the Guru are the highest goal, even difficult for the gods to attain. Indeed, even celestial musicians and their followers worship the Guru's feet. This is something when I was reading the Devi book, there were in all of these stories, various things are happening with the deities, and the deities are often consulting the Guru. That the Guru is known for being able to give blessings and being able to give even the deities themselves in help and assistance and information, which I think is pretty cool. The Guru is Brahma, the Guru is Vishnu, the Guru is Shiva. Indeed, the Guru is the supreme absolute. To that Guru I offer my reverent salutations. That is, I believe that's the Sanskrit thing that you might have heard. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. I believe that's that one. So it says, the Guru is the embodiment of the absolute truth, the light by which that truth is perceived and whose bliss reveals joy to all. The Guru existence brings truth to all beings whose form the divine light, like the light of the sun, shines on everyone, and in whose unconditional love we come to love our family and all beings more and more. That's an important one, I think. Salutations to the Guru, by whom this world is illumined, who perceives all states of consciousness, waking, dreaming, and dreamless sleep, but who cannot be perceived by the mind. So here we see that the Guru experiences all of these states of consciousness. The syllable gu is that which is beyond the gunas, the subtle forces of creation. Ru is that which is beyond rupa, all forms in creation. The one who bestows the state beyond all forces and forms is said to be the Guru. So a Guru is supposed to be able to bestow the state which is beyond all forces and forms. If the person that you're following doesn't have enlightened followers, doesn't have enlightened devotees, then they're probably not an authentic guru. And there are a lot of people out there who are claimed to be enlightened, but they just don't act enlightened. And there are a lot of people that claim to be gurus that are not enlightened themselves, and that you won't see any of their followers or devotees experiencing enlightenment states. There are so many people in the organization that are enlightened. There are so many. I remember one time I was in yoga class and we were doing rope yoga and I was having some trouble, and one of the senior swamis, one of the swamis who has been following Swamiji around forever, someone I love her. She's fantastic. But she was also the woman, she was working in the kitchen, and she was the one that made coffee and tea. And so here she is in yoga, and I'm having trouble, and she approaches me, and she starts helping me. She starts talking to me and, trying to encourage me and cheer me on, give me some tips, like just being a really lovely, helpful person. And I look at her, I look into her eyes, and I see like, whoa, she's enlightened. This woman who makes the coffee and tea for the Adinam is enlightened. And now I'm standing with her and she's trying to help me with yoga. And I just was like, wow, this is amazing. This is so cool. I was really excited by that. But she's not the only one. There are plenty of other people in the organization that are enlightened. So here's another one. It is by the Guru's grace that a being is liberated from this universe of ceaseless change and the ever-turning wheel of birth and death. If your guru is not offering you initiations or, anything to get you liberated, then they're not a guru. Like, I don't know what they're doing or who they are. But my guru offers one such initiation, Shiva Diksha. And I made a video about it. It is the absolute most beautiful initiation that I have seen. And it used to be offered every weekend in the Bengaluru Adinam. And, I would be there helping out and getting things set up. And we would get like bus loads, like, oh my God, so many people, hundreds of people from like, some weird small little towns in the middle of nowhere in Tamil Nadu would use, their every last cent they had to take the bus to come in. And, like they'd sleep on the road and things like that just to come and receive Shiva Diksha, this initiation that grants liberation after death. And it was just the most powerful, most beautiful experience. I'm trying to figure out if there's a way that I can host Shiva Diksha here in Oakland, because I really want people to have this opportunity to receive an initiation that will allow for liberation. So here's a good one. Here's a really good one. The supreme form of the Guru is the nectar of immortality to one who has the eyes of discrimination. But like the blind who cannot see the sunrise, those who are idle, sluggish, or indifferent are unfortunate, for they cannot perceive this divine form. So there are absolutely people that will see a guru and have no clue, will have no idea, that are just not willing or able to see these things. And like, I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's a choice that you make if you do not want to see spiritual things. I mean, I have a lot of issues with skeptics, right? Someone who calls themselves a skeptic has already made up their mind that they're not going to see whatever happen. And you can demonstrate all the powers, but they have already decided that it does not exist and they will not see it. And no amount of evidence, no amount of demonstration will ever please someone who has already decided that they are a skeptic. Same thing with the guru. If someone has already decided that they do not believe in the guru, that they do not trust gurus, that they do not want gurus, that gurus are bad, or whatever they have already decided, they have already made that decision, and they will not be able to see the guru, no matter what the guru does. And that is like, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Like, if you have questions, a lot of us have questions. A lot of us want to see, feel, experience it for ourselves. And that's fine. That's totally fine, and it's totally legitimate. And you should want to see, feel, experience it for yourself to know its truth. I mean, to just go by what someone else says, someone else's experience, like it's only a partial truth. But to be able to experience and see it yourself, like, yeah, that's really important. And you need that in order to get the full truth. And so if you want to experience these things, if you want to see the guru, like, open your eyes. It is there to see. And like, I have gone to various other people who are popular gurus, various other people simply claiming to be gurus, various other people who had followers but did not act like gurus around me. You might search around for a while. You might encounter a lot of other spiritual teachers and leaders and people claiming to be gurus. But if you come and see my guru, like, it's totally different. It is totally, totally different. My first experience of Hinduism beyond yoga asana was with my guru, here and now, Bhagavan Sri Nityananda Paramashivam. And so what I learned about gurus came from my personal experience with him. When I went out seeking and started looking at other gurus and hanging out with other teachers claiming to be gurus, I was really disappointed because they did not do what my guru does. I was really shocked and really disappointed because I expected that everyone calling themselves a guru would be able to do the same things that he does, and that is not the case. So have the eyes of discrimination. Look and think critically about what is happening, what is going on, what is your personal experience. I mean, do not let other people's stories cloud your mind. Think for yourself. Think for yourself. Experience it yourself. Feel it for yourself. Like it's there. It's there to be had. Okay, a guru needs to have a lineage. If someone will not tell you their lineage, will not tell you who their teacher is, like, they're canceled immediately. They're trash. Get them out. Don't do it. If someone will not name their teachers, something's wrong. Something is really, really wrong. My guru names his teachers, names his lineage, has photos of them, like, hanging on the walls. Okay, here's another good one if you're trying to figure out this whole guru thing. Gain knowledge of the guru's divine nature through the revealed wisdom of the scriptures, direct perception born of a clear, focused mind, the revered teaching passed on by tradition and by inference, and always be mindful of the guru's guidance. So here, it's saying specifically, read these scriptures, read these texts, read the Guru Gita, read these things. Have a clear, focused mind and think for yourself and, learn the tradition. Oh, here's a good one. I love this. If you alienate Shiva, who is the remover of faults and ignorance, by your mistakes, the guru will save you. So the guru can save you even if you piss off the deities. But if you are alienated from the guru, no one can save you. Therefore, with all effort, take refuge in the guru. I like that. Okay, the Guru Gita goes on for a while. I think I'm going to let you read for yourself and decide for yourself and see for yourself. Like, don't just listen to me. Who am I? I'm nobody. I'm a whole lot of nobody. I am a street punk from West Oakland that took sannyas. I am nobody. So go and read it for yourself and decide for yourself. And I'm more than happy to answer questions, but, decide for yourself. Think critically, okay? And if you find someone that you think is going to help you, great, go ahead. But if you find someone claiming to be a guru that you just don't know about, oh, look, this is Annis, the black kitty. Go think for yourself. Go out into the world and think for yourself. Think critically. Go out, go experience, go try, go see, go do, go take whatever courses, classes, whatever, and decide for yourself. And if you find a spiritual teacher that you really resonate with, then go for it. If you find someone that's claiming to be a guru that does not, check off these things from the checklist of the Guru Gita, then, move on. And if you're interested in my guru and his teachings and what he's doing and what I'm doing, there is a form that you can fill out. Go down into the description. It says something like receive a spiritual call or a healing call from Kodandi, and it's a Google Doc. And just put in whatever information you want me to have. And I've got a list. Like, I won't get back to you immediately, but I will get back to you, and I can tell you about my experience and how to connect to my guru. So, okay. Nityanandam from West Oakland, from me and Anis, the black kitty. Okay, Nityanandam. decide for yourself.